I think this question is for you, Jude, because we've all talked about, we've all had our own experiences.
Yeah.
But going further, now you taking that steps of getting married and you have children. How does it affect the children now? Because
interesting.
That's a very, very important aspect of being in this kind of relationship. How did your children take it? I mean, I've read books from past whereby you have black, white, and then they have children, and they've been bullied in school. These are things that we've read about. I've never experienced it, and I can't experience it because I didn't take it to full length. But you have actually gone down that route. Do your children have such experiences?
Interesting question. I think for me, I'm not boasting because we're on TV. I think for me, I'm wearing a shirt that says love anyway. I protect my children with love. So they've not come to me with any issues. Maybe they're keeping it on down. They deal with things by themselves. They've not come to me with any issue at all. So we come from the perspective of love. And the way we do it is this. Is the way I treat their mother at home and the way she treats me. That's how they will continue and go out. So they don't see any difference. Yes. Of course, children tend to go towards, they tend to lead towards mom. It's mom. They don't see me bringing in money. They see mom buying stuff for them and everything. If you ask my boy will be 8 next couple of days from now, when he was younger, if you ask him, where do you think you're from? He will say, I'm not Nigerian, I'm Latvian. I'm like, you're Nigerian? He will say, no. You're Nigerian then because look at you, you're different from me. I'm like, okay then, are you not British? He said, no, I'm not British. I don't look like British, but I'm from my mom's country. Only now he started to say, okay, I'm Nigerian, I'm British, I'm Latvian as well. So we don't have those issues with my children at all. Again, like I said, the issues are always from the external. Like when they see my children out there, they tend to gravitate towards, oh, beautiful kids, all of that. And they ask the questions, the typical questions. Do they know how to eat your food? Do they know how to speak your language? Oh, you have to teach them. Oh, no. I said, look. They're young. Yeah. Don't start confusing them.
Exactly.
Their mother,
I
don't
always
even
say
teach
this.
them. Yeah.
It's always adults that project their insecurities
thank you very much.
onto children. I always say this. Because
thank you.
Because they're basking in their innocence.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Always say this.
You took the words out of my mouth.
A lot of the times is the adults that literally say things and basically kind of like cause friction. That's and I'm never going to stop saying this.
I tell you, Nana, thank you for articulating that because I was going there. I was finding it difficult. That's why I said we come from that protection of love. First of all, we start from there. They don't see any differences. They don't see me magnifying the differences between me and their mom. Of course, they don't see their mom. Their mom makes their food. I'm jumping on it. I'm eating. We make our food, everybody eat. They don't see it. It's the adults that brings about those friction. And you're absolutely right. Coming to say, do they eat your food? Do they eat chili? I'm afraid I can't invite them to mass. I don't know if they will eat. Oh, no, these children, they are so smart. They might go. I'm telling you, they'll say, oh, they might see me do this and they'll call the police. I'm like, why are you having those thoughts? They're children. Like Nana said, let them bask and continue to bask in their innocence. I talk to my kids and I know I understand children a lot now. Like, they don't care about these things that we care about. So don't pour into them these whole vibes. Let them be. Well, it's all about the external forces, though. So we get that from that. So we go to their country. I don't know whether that is stereotypical. My wife's friends and all the women in our country be like, oh, my God, do you have friends? We want children like this. I'm like, okay.
But you know what it is, right? There is, no, Jude, speaking about that, right? There is a fetishization of mixed kids.
There is.
And like I see it, even within African communities, think about it. They'll be like, you can't have a beautiful, excuse me, I know this term is offensive, but and they use it a lot. Oh, look at your beautiful half-caste kids. They are so nice and beautiful.
Yeah, they're saying half-caste,
they amplify it. Yes. And they're like, such nice hair. Oh, your kid. There is this. And honestly, sometimes it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Just because I'm like, I kind of side eye it a bit because I don't want to sit here and think that I'm solely out here looking for a partner because I want to have mixed babies.
Yeah.
Because what happens, because this is why I sometimes like side eye, because I'm like, what happens if we all know how genes work? If you don't end up having a mixed baby and perhaps like the black gene overpowers a little bit more.
Yes,
how are you going to deal with it?
Yes. Like my little boy, my last boy. If you saw my boy, oh my gosh, you would. People actually put ideas in my head and say, it's not your boy. If you saw my boy, he's different from the other two. He's got straight hair, and I've never cut his hair. Straight fine hair, and it looks different from all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, when he was a bit younger, when we go into the shops together, people would take double looks, 3 looks, 4 looks. Like, this boy is not supposed to be walking with this guy. It's not his child. And I will know those looks, like curious. I'm like, then I was unconsciously, I'll just call my boy's name. Richard, can you come here? So they know I know this child. Because then I started becoming conscious of the situation, and I started saying, he's lighter than the rest. And some of my friends would say, this is your boy light. One of my friends would jokingly say, you just say that you're picking. I'll say, that's my child, man. Don't be putting ideas to my head. Like you said, Nana, because you understand these things about genes. So can be stronger. We've had the Nigerian couple who had totally white children. Simple as that. So those are the things that we get. And these kids, they know that people tend to gravitate. My kids know that they gravitate towards them because of the way they look.
The way they look,
But like you said, in their innocence as children, they don't know what it's all about. They just say, Dad and Mom will deal with that. I don't know. They just bask in it, but they don't know what it is now. But I think when they begin to get to that level, they will understand, oh, this is what they meant. I won't tell you lie. I'm forgetting a lot, but we get a lot of sticks. Like, we go into some places, people just navigate very far. And some people will be like, some lady friends don't even come to my house anymore. People who would be comfortable, they'll be like, no, I don't want to come home. This white woman can suspect it. I'll say, except you have something in your mind. That's why you're afraid.
Why would anybody suspect? Because we're just friends.
They tell me that. They say, they start thinking one thing. I say, except you have something in your mind. That's why they will start thinking something. And some will be like, oh, when they come into my house, they'll be like, oh, your wife, you've colonized her. She's a typical African woman now. That is stereotypical too. What is a typical African woman? My dear, we get all sorts of talks, but I don't let that bother me at all. I just mind my business.
Because I think we've got into a stage where, like, I honestly don't think there's certain conversations that should be had. Of course, like, we're not going to deny that there's struggles like in interracial relationships, just like with any other relationship. Of course, there's an added layer.
Yeah.
But my issue and what I kind of like sometimes I really struggle with is that whole thing of like fetishizing like young children and sort of like sometimes pitting them against each other, because you have instances whereby you might have, I mean, I know that there are families where there might be a mixed race kid and also like there's like a black child or there's a white child.
Yeah, I've got a friend like that.
And you treat them differently. For me, I think that's when like the issue and the problem is. I don't have anything else, because I always say that I'm like, let children bask in their innocence and let them enjoy life. I always find that whenever it's always adults projecting their views and then all of a sudden you have all these like insecure kids who are then also thinking about these things, and a lot of it is because of what the adults are saying and doing, and that's what I have an issue with.
You're absolutely spot on.
Adults, if you say something, sure, I'll give it to you back.
I have a friend who's married to a Lithuanian, and she had a son before, so he's obviously white. He's 19. I think he's just turned 19 now. And my friend has been a father to him since when he was 3. Yeah, and that boy don't know any different. But the school he attended one time, they almost made the kid understood that this man is not your real father, because they asked him to bring his father. He brought my friend, and the teacher got like, whoa, what is this now? I said, bring your father to school, not a stranger from the street. And the guy said they refused to talk to him. They didn't believe. Really? He said, that's my son. And he did, because my friend gets very, very frustrated. So he then said to them, I said, that's my son, I'm his father. And he said, I'm his father. So what do you expect? You want me to call myself a handler, or I should pronounce everything like I'm a stepdad? No, that's my son. I don't treat him any different. And my friend is not here now. I praise his effort all the time. I said, I don't know how you've done it. I don't know how I would have been able to do it. They don't see it different. He said, I don't treat my kids different. And I see it. He doesn't. And that kid, I tell you, he's so tall. He's more than 6 foot tall. He sees me on the street. Good evening, sir. Just like the other kids would greet me. And I'm like, you've done well. And he doesn't know any different. But the school was trying to put him in a box where they were asking questions like, do you get in touch with your real father? This kid don't know his real father. He walked away when he was a baby. And my friend, a Nigerian, has brought this child up, and yet you're trying to say this, that. That's his father. Deal with it. So we get all of that. And people always ask me too, do you have another wife in Africa? Why would I do that?
Wow.
It's expensive. Wow. If I want to have another wife, I probably have it in London.
That is so brazen. Like, that's such a stereotypical, like.
It's not even stereotypical. It is demonic and devilish. You know why I say that? Because what they're trying to tell me, and this is what I've known from, I've heard from other people who are in this sort of relationship. They actually go as far as say these children are not your children. They call them dream children. I don't know if you've heard that. In my language, they call them dream children. Like, oh, these children, they will never be your own. It's the one you have with a black woman that is your own. I just laugh at them like, this is just, so those people, I avoid them, I stay away. When you don't have proper things to discuss, I stay away. Facts. They tell me, so you're not going to have a woman from Nigeria? I said, no, I don't. I do not have another wife in Nigeria. I'm not intending to have another wife in Nigeria. Where's this energy to do that? Where's the strength? I don't have the money. I don't
have money.
I don't have money to be. I can't even take care of the wife I have now. I like that to look great. I still can't. I'm managing, and you want me to have another woman, a family in Africa? And men and women do tell me this. Oh, my brother, no. They almost say it like it's a backup plan. Backup plan for what?
But what's going to happen that you need a backup plan?
Because when you're in a relationship,
it's either you're all in or you're out.
That's why they call them dream children. Like, oh, these children are children of dream. They're not yours. I'm like, well done. Thank you. Bye.